ang dating anak ng security guard ay kumikita na ngayon kada buwan ng milyon-milyon. Let me tell you a story about the former employee named Junji. 3 million pesos kada buwan? Do you know how much that is? To give you a relatable scale, an average employee dito sa Pilipinas typically earns 20,000 pesos per month. Now, if we divide that to 3 million pesos, for a typical employee's salary to earn, that he has to work 12.5 years to get that. Pero paano kaya nagawa ng dating isang typical na empleyado ang kumita ng ganito kalaki? Let's find out. Siya si Junji Gumiran, the CEO and founder of Juju. Now, he is earning 7 digits kada buwan. Milyon. Pero sino nga ba si Junji before all of this? At paano siya nakaabot sa ganitong level ng estado? Si Junji ay graduate ng Mass Communication. Growing up, Junji is very hardworking sa kanyang mga studies. He describes himself as low-key and a nerd. But Junji is a very competent type of student na madalas siyang ipinanglalaban sa iba't ibang competitions in school. He was very ambitious, kaya naman sinipag siya sa pag-aaral. Moreover, Junji grew up witnessing how his parents worked really hard para lang mapagtapos silang magkakapatid sa pag-aaral. Ang kanyang tatay ay isang security guard, habang ang kanyang nanay ay nagbebenta ng mga bags, isda, at naglalabada. Kaya naman sumikap siya na talagang makapagtapos. And after college, inamin ni Junji na wow, mali daw siya. Because all this time, akala niya na kapag nakapagtapos na siya ng kolehiyo at kapag nakakuha na siya ng diploma, ay yayaman na sila. But he was wrong. Iba ang isinampal sa kanya ng realidad. After he graduated, he had a hard time finding a job he really dreamt about since he was a kid, which is to be a reporter sa television. Na-realize niya na mababa pala ang sweldo sa field ng mass communication. Kaya naman napilitan si Junji na mag-pursue ng ibang path. Pinasok niya ang corporate world, wherein dito din siya sinubok ng husto. And as he reminisced his past, Junji shared some experiences na talagang tumatak sa kanya at dala-dala niya up until now. Isang pinaka-memorable job experience niya daw ay yung time na may award na na-receive yung company nila. But instead na mapasama ay inutusan lang daw siya ng kanyang boss na bumili ng frame sa isang mall para sa mga certificates. At the same time, Junji even asked himself if walang-wala na ba talagang mapagawa sa kanya ang boss niya. Dahil ultimong pagbili pa ng frame sa kanya pa inutos. Moreover, binigyan pa daw siya ng 1,000 pesos na dapat niyang pagkasyahin. Biro pa niya, pang-taxi lang naman to. He felt sad and very small, knowing habang bumibili daw siya ng frame, yung mga katrabaho niya ay nasa office, kumakain na sa buffet at nagse-celebrate. After that, he realized na kaya pala mababa ang tingin niya sa sarili niya ay hindi dahil doon sa mismong experience, kung paano siya trinato, but because at the first place, he always see himself as unworthy. Wala siyang bilib sa sarili niya. Another memory umano niya na hindi niya makakalimutan ay yung na-hire siya sa isang digital advertising company as a marketing officer. Maayos naman daw ang trabaho niya, but one Monday morning, he got fired. Sinisante siya sa trabaho. On paper, sinabi dahil daw ito sa tardiness. However, Junji felt that the reason why he got fired is because he wasn't good enough. At dahil tuloy-tuloy pa rin ang kanyang mga bills at hulugan, wala na siyang ibang choice kundi maghanap na lang ng panibagong trabaho. Dito niya pinasok ang freelancing o mundo ng online jobs. Kahit baguhan, nagbabaka sakali si Junji. He worked as a general virtual assistant that eventually become his bread and butter. Sa mga hindi nakakaalam, general virtual assistant helps with office management work but can also tackle a variety of tasks including writing, editing, design, marketing, social media related activities, and many more. For being a very ambitious and competent student before, this molded and helped Junji to become successful in the world of freelancing as he persevered on navigating this new path. He juggled 6 to 7 clients at that time, earning 6 digits on a monthly basis. Pero para kay Junji, it was very exhausting. Junji proudly said na because of freelancing, nabilhan niya ng sariling bahay at kotse ang kanyang mga magulang. He's doing good in freelancing, but Junji knew to himself that he has a bigger goal, which is to start his own business. Nagpatuloy lang siya sa pagiging VA hanggang sa makaipon siya ng kapital at puhunan. Puhunan in a form of courage to risk and start his new goal. From freelancing at 22 years old, he ventured into specializing Facebook ads. uhaw si Junji sa kaalaman. That's why he did everything to master this. He enrolled himself to different expensive courses, hired coaches and mentors locally and internationally, just to acquire the knowledge he knew he needed. Because of running ads, nagkaroon siya ng chance na makapag-work sa mga local e-commerce businesses at mga sikat na brands dito sa bansa. Dito niya na napalawak ang kanyang mga networks. At dito na natagpuan ni Junji ang love for e-commerce and building brands. Fast forward, nagtayo na din siya ng sarili niyang advertising program called Ads Level Up. Here, he helped e-commerce owners, freelancers, business owners, and entrepreneurs. Bukod dito, he is also a consultant ng mga multi-billionaire companies until the pandemic came.
Community quarantine is hereby imposed in the entire of Metro Manila.
Year 2020, itinayo niya ang kanyang self-care company called Juju. With the help of world-class researchers, health experts, and nutritionists, wherein he serves as the CEO. Junji revealed that he built this company not for himself, pero para sa kanyang pamilya, especially for her sisters and brothers, to give them an opportunity to have a job para makasurvive noong kasagsagan ng pandemic. For everyone's info, Juju is an all-in-one effervescent supplement line na fit and perfect for your beauty and wellness needs. Going back, aware din umano siya sa kasabihan na wag mo daw i-hire yung mga taong hindi mo kayang i-fire. Just like your family, but Junji did it anyways. He also set boundaries kahit papamilya ang kasama niya sa trabaho. However, just like other startup businesses, hindi rin madali ang journey ng Juju. On the first day, umuwi ang mga ate niya na walang benta, walang pumansin sa kanilang products that lasted for weeks. However, hindi nila ito sinukuan. Naniniwala sila na kayang-kaya itong trabahuin at mas gagalingan pa nila. And then, one Saturday afternoon, they had their first customer. And the rest was history. Ngayon, nakakabenta na sila kahit hindi nagmamarket. Ngayon, nakakabenta na sila through different social media platforms. Ngayon, nakakabenta na sila sa iba't ibang lugar, even abroad, such as Vietnam and UAE. And soon, magiging available na din ito sa Taiwan, Hong Kong, at Amerika. Since part of their goal is to really expand and stretch globally. Moreover, hindi lang ito opportunity for his brothers and sisters, but also a livelihood to other people as well. Para kay Junji, ang main mission and reason of Juju products is to actually reach more hardworking people and remind them that self-care is very important. And what's different about them is their unique selling proposition because they're selling lifestyle and convenience, lalo na sa mga taong super busy. Kaya wala na silang time na alagaan ang kanilang mga sarili, such as taking vitamins and supplements all at once. However, of course, wala naman perfect. And even Juju products ay may mga flaws. Which is, para kay Junji, ay hindi bad feedback but a good one. Because they always take it as an opportunity to improve. Sa katunayan, because of the customer feedbacks and advice of their nutritionists, 5 beses na silang nag-reformulate para lang mai-apply at mabigay ang concerns at gusto ng kanilang mga customers. Bukod dito, nagbigay din si Junji ng lesson that he wanted us to learn from his life.
Working with big brands for several years, na-realize ko na, teka, kaya ko rin pala itong gawin eh. From someone na struggling sa paghahanap ng work to now, at the other side of the road, yung pagbibigay ng opportunities ibang tao, I can say yes. Itong ginagawa natin ngayon, this is not applicable for everyone. Usually kasi, takot na takot tayong pumasok sa isang opportunity or sa mga possibilities. Business venture, pagre-resign dito sa corporate job natin, doing freelancing, stepping up, leading, managing, takot na takot tayo. For me kasi, anything na kinakatakutan mo or whatever you are afraid of, it's always worth doing.
Real talk. Fear. Maraming tao ang iniiwasan ang pakiramdam na ito dahil kadalasan kapag may takot, ibig sabihin may panganib. That's why taking risks doesn't sound good sa karamihan ng mga tao. Dahil kadalasan ang unang nararamdaman dito ay hindi excitement kung hindi takot. But it's a different kind of fear that Junji was scared to experience. And it's not fear of risk, since with his talent and skill, he can calculate it. But it is fear of regret. Ayaw niyang magsisi na hindi niya sinubukan. And that is, my friend, one of the major difference between someone who's earning bare minimum and someone who's earning maximum. It is only because that capability of diving into fear and be willing enough to fail as long as you give your opportunity to have a shot at success. And look where he is now. Because Junji was scared, but for a good reason. He was scared of regret, kaya sinubukan niya. And because of that, he has been helping not only his family, but a lot of people and their families experience what he is experiencing right now. Hindi niya ipinagdamot ang sarili niyang karunungan at kakayanan. But instead, he offered it so that it can reach more people one day at a time. With this, I realized something important, and that champions are not only defined by their personal achievements, but by their dedication on helping others rise to the top.
Had to have high hopes for a living, shooting for stars when I couldn't make a killing. Didn't have